Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, before we hop into the video, I just want to ask y'all to please follow my socials, man, so y'all can be updated on all the content we drop, so y'all won't miss a goddamn thing for sure. Because if you're watching this right now, that means you're meant to be here. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button so you can be here for the come up on God, bro. And be sure to check out my music on all platforms. But with all that being said, please enjoy the video.
Yeah! Fashion! Yeah! Fashion! Fashion! Yeah! Fashion! Yeah! Fashion! Yeah! Fashion! Yeah! Fashion! Yeah! Fashion! Fashion! Yeah! Fashion! Yeah! Fashion! Yeah! Fashion! Yeah! Fashion! Whoa!
What is going on to my fellow Gator fans all around the world? Welcome back to another episode of the FatFloridaFan Podcast, and I am your host, FatFloridaFan. Before we hop in today's topics, be sure to follow me on all social media platforms, including Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Apple Music, and even Apple Podcasts. All at Fat Dreads.
What is Z? What is Z?
Also,
Not
I
an
want to
S.
give a huge shout out to Shonda's Edible Delights Popcorn. They have the best gourmet popcorn in the world.
The
Go
best.
Check it out. So with all that being said, please enjoy this episode
Of the FatFloridaFan Podcast. Yes, sir, ski. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. We back in this bitch with another episode of the FatFloridaFan Podcast, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It is great to be a Florida Gator. I said it's great to be a Florida Gator. On God, y'all, man. Hey, man, Billy Napier had his press conference the other day, and I enjoyed that shit, man. That shit was a pretty good conference, bro. He's coming over to the Florida Gators off his Sunbelt Championship against Appalachian State 24-16. Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Off a championship? Off a championship. People are upset about it and things like that. But our coach is coming off a conference championship, so you can't argue with that at all. That is some good shit to come off of. He could have even lost by a little bit, and it still would have been a great hire. But the fact that he won, it just makes it even better, y'all. His contract is a 7-year, $51.8 million contract, and his deal starts at $7.1 million and increases by $100K each year. So it seems to me that the Gators got their guy. I think the Florida Gators are going to stick long-term with Billy Napier, even if our first season, second season doesn't go as planned as supposed to be. We're going to keep him, bro. I think we're done switching coaches every fucking 3 years because we never had our coach, you know what I'm saying? So we finally give a contract out there that's worth it, and it seems to be that he's that guy. I'm here for it, bro. He seemed real humble during his press conference, bro. You know how any other press conference we usually have, they seem like a fucking politician. Like they be answering questions, don't really want to be there. Billy Napier actually seemed like a humble guy who actually wanted to be a part of the Florida Gator fucking organization. You know what I'm saying, bro? He didn't seem like he didn't want to be there. Great family. He seemed like a human. Because even when he was talking about recruiting, he said that he's not going to try to get players to sign to them in 2 weeks. It's just going to be, it's not going to happen. He said he's going to approach the players with a human-to-human aspect first, and then just try to have them sign in February of stuff like that. So you can see where he comes off human to human and doesn't just want to force things, because other coaches probably don't get that. They probably don't understand that aspect. These kids are human. They not just want to go just because you say you're going to play. It has to be more than that. You have to understand them deeply, and I think that he has that approach that makes people want to come play for him. You get what I'm saying, bro? Also, in the press conference, he brung up Jim McElwain. Jimmy McElwain. All Gator fans hate him, most of them. You know what I'm saying? But when Billy Napier brung him up, he was honestly telling us about his side of how he knows Jim McElwain. Not on what the media says about him, how the Gators think about him, how it was with his personal relationship with Jim McElwain. And in my personal opinion, I don't think Jim was that fucking bad. He was bad on the back end. Don't get me wrong. But we won the East. Won the East 2 out of 3 years. What? 2 out of 4, 2 out of 3, whatever. So, I mean, we got beat the fuck out of Alabama twice. But, I mean, when we got him, he did his job for the most part, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't really get too mad about that, bro. So, it is what it is. But he was just telling about us, about his personal aspects coming from Jim McElwain, and I respect it, bro. I respect it, bro. He's not here to please us. He's here to be, he's here to please us in aspect of the coach, you know what I'm saying? But he's not going to tell us what we want to hear. He's going to tell us how it was, and his come up, and who supported him. So he's going to have respect for McElwain no matter what. And even when he talks to him, because Jim McElwain coached the Florida Gators too. So he'll hear about his experience as he go through his. He's not going to be calling Jimmy every fucking day, Jimmy, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? No. He in that bitch for his own reasons. And he has somebody to talk to when he needs to. So with that being said, that's just his own personal experience on dealing with McElwain, not ours. So that's how that is. So Coach Billy Napier is bringing in a whole entire new staff, y'all. He's wiping out everybody. He's bringing his whole new crew in from Louisiana Lafayette. Well, the majority are coming from them. And a lot of Gator fans are speculating it because they're not sure about him bringing his people to our school. Instead of going out there and getting actual people that are like high top tier. People are still afraid of that Dan Mullen effect. Dan Mullen bringing his guys from Mississippi State, bringing in Ty Grantham, all these guys, all these folks, you know what I'm saying? We are affected by that big time. But if Billy Napier thinks that's what his people deserve a chance, then that's so be it. If they deserve a chance, they deserve a chance, and we'll see how it goes. If not, I think Billy will get rid of people he has to get rid of if he needs to. He's not going to be Dan Mullen. This is a complete different aspects in every direction. He is not going to be Dan Mullen. So with that being said, make sure my phone is on silent. Nobody hit us up or anything. With that being said, all the coaches he's letting off, I have a list right here to let y'all know. So we'll be letting go of safeties coach Wesley McGriff. We'll be getting rid of strength and conditioning coach Nick Savage. We'll be getting rid of cornerback coach Jules Martinar. We'll be keeping the director of student athlete Vernell Brown. That's a big one. I'm not sure on Christian Robinson yet. That's a big one I'm waiting to hear from. We haven't heard if we're keeping Christian Robinson or letting him go. And in my personal opinion, you know what I'm saying, you know, slide that to the left a little bit, you know what I'm saying, y'all can have that, you know what I'm saying, we just pick up something new, you know, in my personal opinion, you know what I'm saying, but if he does keep him, if he doesn't, we'll see. We'll be letting go of DL coach, defensive line coach David Turner, and also tight end coach Tim Brewster. And tight end coach Tim Brewster is the only coach, in my personal opinion, I would have kept. If I was coming to the Gators and looking at the things they had, Tim Brewster is one I would have kept. Kyle Pitts, Kamari Gamble, got some good guys he done developed over there and recruited. So he would have been one that I would have kept for sure. But with the people that he has bringing in to replace these people, I can let y'all know too. But Coach Billy Napier said he will be coaching the quarterbacks and calling plays. He will be coaching the quarterbacks and calling plays. So Billy Napier is basically coming in here and letting us know that everything is on him. If I do bad, let me get the heat. If I do good, let me get the praise. So, hey. And I mean, I didn't know who was calling plays for the Gators between the offense coordinator and Dan Mullen this past season. Because them fucking plays are horrendous. And if Dan Mullen was calling them plays, goddamn. Well, exactly. Yeah. So, either way, Napier will be calling the plays, y'all. So, just keep that in mind when you're watching the season upcoming. So, the coaches he'll be bringing in will be defensive coordinator, will be Patrick Toney, and the safeties coach. So Patrick Toney will be defensive coordinator and the safeties coach, and he's coming from University of Louisiana Lafayette also. That's a big one. I don't know much about these coaches, y'all. I've reached out where I've listened to some of the things that some of the Louisiana Raging Cajun fans have said, and they said these guys deserve a chance at the big level. So here it is. Running back coach will be Jabbar Juluke. Quarterback coach will be Ryan Ohara / offensive analyst. So he will be giving Coach Napier some assistance. He will be the quarterback coach and offensive analyst. So not everything will have to be Billy as a head coach and offensive coach, you know what I'm saying? So he has some help too in that aspect. And we'll have strength conditioning coach will be Mark Hocke, and I've heard great things about him too. He's worked under a lot of big names, so this is good for us. So I think this is going to be good. A lot of going on with the people we are bringing in. I'm not sure how it will go, but we're just going to have to figure it out and watch as the season develops. Coach Billy Napier said he'll be bringing in an army of people with the staff of Florida. And he said a lot of these people will be off-field people. So not everybody he brings in is going to be people you see on the sidelines, in the box, things like that. People that are working behind the scenes to help this school be a great organization, y'all. So I think it's a great welcome in for him. I think the players will buy in. He even talked about how he has a process of everything going through up until the season, which you gotta have some type of structure. And Napier seems to be a guy where he has structure and organization into his type of well-being process. So I'm hoping it's good, y'all. I think it's gonna be good. People don't think we're gonna be good this first season. That's the, you know what I'm saying, the first 2 seasons, things of that nature. I think we'll be damn good. Because we don't have an athlete problem. I think, well, we have good athletes. We don't have 5 stars, you know what I'm saying, 4.5 stars all around the fucking field. Because the recruiting has been mid with Dan Mullen. But we most definitely have athletes who can compete and get us fucking W's. We could have won more than half of those fucking games we lost this past season. So, I don't think that's the problem. But Billy Napier is about to recruit his ass off. Actually, he's been recruiting his ass off ever since he's landed his job at the University of Florida. So, he's been doing way more work already before the season has started than it feels like Dan Mullen has done his whole career. And don't get me wrong, Dan Mullen, you did some good things for Florida. You did some good things, but it just wasn't enough, and it didn't work out, man. So, that being said, those will be the coaches coming into the University of Florida, bro. It's the off season. Our first game next season will be against Utah. And Utah just came off their conference championship, too, after blowing out Oregon 2 weeks in a row. So, hey, and they got a lot of people coming back. So, the first game will be a huge game. But it's a process till we get to that first game, guys. He's not even worried about that right now. He's not sweating the first game right now. He has to build his standard and build the process of leading up to that and having players buy in to what he's selling, y'all. So with all that being said, the Gasparilla Bowl will be coming up against UCF December 23rd at 7 p.m. At 7 p.m., the Gasparilla Bowl, and Florida will be taking on University of Central Florida, UCF. Now, this is a big game, y'all. I know the bowl isn't the biggest bowl or whatever you want it in the world, but this is a big game for the players in Florida. And this is a big game because Billy Napier won't be coaching the bowl game, but he will be observing everything that's happening going on. Who's competing, which coaches are still fighting for the season when the season's not over yet. He's going to be observing everything. He'll probably be hands off because he's not coaching this bowl game, but he will be under control as soon as the bowl game's over. So he's probably going to be observing, see which players are working, who he needs to keep, who doesn't fit the system, who's going to be getting reps. He's going to know. And if you saw the Louisiana Lafayette quarterback, he is a beast. I think his name was Levi Lewis, maybe, something like that. And he was a beast. So Billy Napier knows how to work with a dual threat quarterback. And you know what we got? Anthony fucking Richardson. The duel of all dual threat fucking quarterbacks. Let's fucking go, baby. Go get it, man. Woo! Come on, I'm gonna be excited already, dog. So, he'll be seeing, he'll be watching. So, this bowl game will be a big one. He will not be coaching it. I think Greg Knox will be coaching again, and this will probably be his last. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's getting retained or not. So, this might or might not be his last game with the Gators, and the players will go fight for him. And the players will fight for the University of Florida because it's a huge Florida matchup. So with all that being said, that's a good one. And I also want to talk about how our coach doesn't have to fake a southern accent. Some like other coaches, you know what I'm saying, on the break. But yeah, either of that saying, I think we got a good hire, y'all. It's all gonna be in the making. It's all gonna be a huge process. But I'm here for it, bro. So I want to speak on some other things, y'all. The girls' volleyball team has been going crazy. They beat Miami in the second round, so that's what's up, bro. The Gators females basketball team, they beat TCU 63-54 in a matchup, so what's up with that? And the men's Gators team, boy. The basketball team? They just lost a home game to Texas Southern 69-54 at home. A 0-7 team just beat the number 20 ranked Gators, which is one of the biggest upsets in Gator basketball history, bro. And this all goes right back to Mike White. Is Mike White really the guy? It's been 6 or 7 years he's been with the University of Florida, bro. Has nothing to show for it, bro. A whole bunch of bounce outs in the fucking March Madness. A whole bunch of them, bro. 7 seasons, it's come to a point where you can't be getting upset at home. We got out-rebounded. Too many turnovers. No ball movement. No ball movement at all, y'all. We were not moving the ball. Our rebound, it was bad. No perimeter defense. The on-ball screens. We didn't know how to play last night, man. For us to lose to Oklahoma, it was like, okay. It was like, okay, Oklahoma's great. But to be in your 6th or 7th season and to be losing home games to a team who hasn't won a game is right. It's unacceptable, bro. It's literally unacceptable in all aspects, bro. So with that being said, is it time to fire Mike White? 7 seasons, 6 seasons, whatever it is, it's unacceptable. This is a major setback. It won't determine the season, of course. But that's a major setback in what success they was building up for this season, bro. And what is it going to turn out to be? What? A second round bounce out when the playoffs come or whatever? When the tournament comes? You know what I'm saying, bro? This team has a lot of potential. I don't think Mike White is the guy sometimes, y'all. So all that being said, bro, I'm excited for the University of Florida. They have a great football hire. Will we soon have a good basketball hire? Will we have one of those soon? It may be happening if Florida gets bounced out once again this year. Without making a Final Four or maybe Elite 8 appearance, he's out of here, y'all. He's out of here. Simple as that. So all that being said, bro, University of Florida is going to be up one very soon. And with Coach Billy Napier now in the football program, the Florida Gators will be winning a national championship within the next 5 years. Facts, y'all. The Florida Gators will be winning a national championship within the next 5 years. Hear me now. Hear me loud. Next 5 years, Gators on top, y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening to this episode of the Fat Florida Fan Podcast. Billy Napier. I'm here for it, man. I'm trusting you. You bringing in your guys. We're going to give them a chance. We're going to give them a chance for at least 2 seasons. At least them. Maybe 2 or 3. And then if that's not working out, we're going to keep you, and you going to get somebody else. But the recruiting has been amazing since he landed there, bro. We're bringing in 4 stars. I think Chris McKellen, a defensive end for Oklahoma. A quarterback, Nick Evans, Nick Merckx, I forgot his name. I don't got my paper with me. For the recruits or whatever. But hey, he's bringing them in, bro. So people are going to be coming, bro. And the Gators going to be getting stacked. Even a new facility coming soon. So that's going to bring even more recruits coming over, man. The Florida Gators are soon to be on top, y'all. And I want y'all to know that I'm here for it, and you're here for it too, man. I appreciate y'all for listening to this episode of the Fat Florida Fan Podcast. And I am your host, Fat Dreads. Yeah! Go Gators, man. Yes, sir! Chop that bitch up.